Hey guys, my name is Zeniac, and welcome back to another episode of FoolTopia here in City Skylines. Guys, last episode we started to build a big, huge IT cluster industry, and it kind of sparked my idea of a different side of FoolTopia about building a huge downtown metropolis area. But it would require me enabling the Super Demand mod. I asked you guys what you thought about that. It was almost unanimously, yes, Zeniac, do it, you damn fool. Why haven't you done it already? Okay, guys, got you. So that's what we're going to do. Today, I want to try and look at first setting up the infrastructure, because I know that will be a huge problem if I go full beans ahead, because we've had these issues before where I've kind of like built up these huge areas and not really paid the infrastructure much attention. So I'm going to do the opposite this time. We'll do the infrastructure first and then build the area. So, Super Demand mods enabled. The huge IT area is beautiful. It's all up and running. We'll work on this as time goes on. This highway goes round. I want to change this. I want to turn it back into the 2-lane one, you know, like that style here. And then I want to slightly elevate it and bring it round, because I want to change up this whole area. And that's what we're going to do today then. So, unfortunately, we're going to have to delete a lot of stuff. And I've got a nice little intersection off the workshop that I want to use as well, and you kind of integrate into it, which I thought would be quite cool. So these are my plans. We're going to stick with a highway coming down. I'm going to change the position of it, but we're going to have a highway coming down here, which will go across here to connect to this. I also want a highway, obviously coming out here, obviously, which will connect to there, which goes up. But then a little interchange that comes off here, a highway bridging across that connects to there. So here somewhere, we'll have a 4-way crisscross intersection, if that makes sense. So a highway coming that way, going up, one cutting straight across, so we can have traffic basically avoid the downtown metropolis area by cutting straight across there, and vice versa. And then we have a dedicated highway that cuts through the middle of it, so we can really handle the traffic. And then when it gets to over here, obviously we've got the one solid one cutting through, and we'll work on this area last, but I'm not too sure in this area for now. But I know what I want to do for this area. We can have beautiful docks in places and all that kind of jazz. It's going to be really, really cool. So first things first then, I need to get rid of the road. So if I select all of this, no trees selected, and delete. Now, I'm not worried about the fact that I've just completely stopped traffic coming in and out of the city. I don't mind about that, because at the end of the day, there's other ways to come in at this point. So I'm just going to kill it all off. And it gives us, and we'll do it up to here as well, it gives us a blank canvas. Nice. Okay. So I was looking at intersections on the workshop, and I came across this one here. Now, it is originally a ground one. Oh, go away, boy. If I just place it down here so we can kind of see it. There we go. So what it allows us to do is have 2 lanes either side, but it kind of goes all a little bit chaotic and all, you know, switches in their own little single lanes to get people to fly over, which is really nice. They all merge in, and it's quite jazzy. So I kind of like the idea of it. Now, I know there's a few little pointers that I've kind of already spotted, where it kind of merges them to here, these 2 here go into 1 lane and stuff like that. So if traffic becomes or starts to become an issue, we'll play around with it on this. But I just want like something that would be considered quite a huge achievement, quite a huge landmark, and something that's going to set this area apart from other areas. But I want to put it slightly in the air. So putting it in the air means it allows us to have the highways all elevated in the air, so I can build a city underneath it. And that's what I really like the idea of doing. So if I have this, okay, so I'm going to have this slightly slanted like that, and I'm going to pull it about there. So what that enables us to do, and what that kind of tells us, is the highways going this way will cut across there and then bend up and then go up along the side. This one kind of comes up here, then it will turn to go straight across. So it gives us plenty of space to build around. And then more importantly, it's this one while we've angled it, because that will come down and turn and go for the center of this area. So we can create like intersections off it that serve both sides, rather than having one solely on one side. So then the area over here will be, you know, set up pretty nice. And we just got to sort out all of this. I might kind of bring this over, slightly turn it and bring it back up. So it gives us the maximum area to work with. Right. This is quite fun, isn't it? So let's get this all set back up then. So I don't know whether to go with now is the 4-lane highway. Yeah, I could go a 4-lane highway, and what that would do then, it will kind of change how I integrate with these lanes. So let's say I upgraded. Let's do this one for example. I upgraded that there, and then the 2-laner would then become this one. So let me just turn Anarchy on. There we go. So then we've got 4 lanes, and there's 4 lanes there, and that merges from 2, if that makes sense. You see how I can kind of work with it then at that point? And it just needs a little bit of maneuvering with the Move It tool. I mean, it is what it is, isn't it? You just kind of tell the lane management at that point who goes where, like this. So everyone flows beautifully with their own lanes. And then over here, when this merges into 2, see, this is what it should be set up to be like. If you think about it, that's what it should be set up to be like. But there you go. I mean, there's stuff underneath that I'd have to do as well, but you can't see that. So what you can't see won't hurt you. But I feel like this is coming from 2 different directions, merging into 2. We'll kind of need something like that. And that can stay as it is, but I'm thinking, do I just keep the whole thing 4 lanes? The whole system? Or is that pushing it a bit too far, you reckon? That's an interesting one, isn't it? It really is. I think I'll keep it 4 lanes for now, and then I'll retreat it back to 2 lanes. 3 lanes, sorry. In certain times and certain needs. So basically, I'm saying 4 lanes, boys, because I'm expecting a monstrosity. But then again, that goes from 4 to 1s. So I could upgrade that for a 2-laner. I could upgrade that for a 2-laner. See, I'm going to have to do a lot of configuration on this. And that'll be the fun of it anyway. That'll be part of the fun. But let's continue with this anyway, with a 4-lane for now. So that comes across here. I'm going to do all the same direction for now. We'll bring it to about there. Bring that up as well. So it gives me enough room here to play around with something. But then obviously we want to bend it up. So if I chose this here, straight like that, and this coming down to there. Alright, and then we have to then think about doing the bend. So 14. What's that doing? That's 11. Right, can I get rid of the angle? 11 by 11. Put the angle back on. Now I can't tell where this one starts or ends. Right, it was 14, wasn't it? 14, turn that back off. By 14. And that becomes our little bend there, which is not too shabby. Do you reckon that's too angular? I need a wider run at it. I feel like I might. I feel like I need to. Right. Yeah, I feel like we do as well. So I'll do this one on its own. It's just that it's so far away. You can't tell. 39 by 24. So if that's 24 then. Right, I don't feel like it's 24. We'll go 30. Right, I'll do a straight 30 by 30. If that goes to there. .24 by 24. It's a little bit more windy and bendy, but it is a 4-lane road, so you're not going to get it like amazing. You're going to get those issues. I really don't like it. I'll be honest with you guys, I really don't like it. And it's getting kind of annoying now. Why will you not do what I want you to do? Huh, huh, huh. Alright, there we go. Right, that is 27. So if 27, if I go 30 here by 30 there, and I did the 27. See, 27 by 27 there is different to that one. $29. Right, no. We'll go 31. See, yeah. Right, we'll just roll with that for now then. And that will continue to go up. So then I want one that pretty much crosses over here. So I want the connection here to be like almost borderline center. Like that. Bring that straight across like this, and that is our bridge for this area. And it will just then kind of just meet us at some point in the middle. So keeping that straight to there, to there. Alright, that one will go bam like that. Bam like that. See, that one worked out quite fine. So that really creates a quicker route. If you don't want to go through this downtown area to get up here, or vice versa, get from there to down here, this is the shorter cut route. So it bypasses traffic here, which this will be a huge metropolitan area. So many residents, citizens, and traffic and all that kind of jazz. So really, we got that huge bypass. We already created it with a bypass in mind. That's how sweet this area is. And then if I... Okay, I won't delete that just yet. But if I just come off here... to there... to there... and if we went there... to here a second... I'm just trying to create something, boys. 8 by 8. 10 by 10. So that bends that way. Alright, delete that back a little bit. Because I mean, you know what? We'll just create a brand new connection altogether. Delete. And right, we're going out this way. There we go. Right, pump it in that way. Makes it a little bit easier. Right, apparently it's too high. In what world? You built that one fine. Right, let me see the terrain here. Apparently this is too high. Now I'm about to do the dreaded moment. Of causing a tsunami. Had to be done, guys. You've seen it here first. Had to be done. There we go. And then we just bring that up. To bend it out. 19 by 19. Alright, we'll follow that round there, even though it's not perfect. Yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with that. We've got to get all the same height as well. And we'll sort that out momentarily. But look at how this is now coming together. All elevated as well, so stuff can go underneath and we create nice little interchange or turn off or run off areas. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be a wonderful little area. So we'll sort out the height differences soon. Has there been much tsunamis? We're going to expect it, haven't we? So this then, we'll leave as it is. So let's bring this like so far down. Okay, we'll bring it to about there. Bring that back in. And then we'll create our own kind of elevated highway that way to here. And I'll just simply, let's go back by 2. I just connect it up for the sake of it being connected. That's all I'm going to worry about or do. Okay? That's all I'm going to do is just connect it for the sake of being connected. Because we don't exactly know what we're going to be doing on this area to begin with. Right, so select all of you. Delete. And what I'll do, I think I'll just drop a roundabout down. What do you mean roundabouts? Because, like I said, I don't exactly know what I'm doing with this area. So I'm going to drop this down just for the sake of having the road connected, like I said. And that's literally all it's going to do. So we'll do the highway with 2 lanes back and forth. Just to connect that up. And let's delete this back a little bit as well. I'll do the same for this. Just to connect that up. Which is the one here? It's this one, isn't it? Yeah. Bring that down. Again, just to connect this up. So let's just get these connected and we'll start seeing traffic rolling through. So that way. That way. Boom. It shows you how much I'm bothering about this connection. And that goes there. That goes there. This is how much I just want it to be up and running. So let's just sort out then the lanes. Making sure it's going the right way. Okay, this one. So that all this side needs to be flipped over. That's going out. Right, that's all done the right way. Got to flip this all the way around now. Oh wait, hold on. I'm doing the wrong way. Okay, that's all done. That one's there is now done. So we should start seeing at least vehicles coming in the region. Oh wait, no, we won't. There we go. So will we see vehicles on the way in? Let's fast forward. Yeah, there's someone walking there, and then they should all jump onto cars. It's weird how this is how they enter the region. I really find that weird. There we go. Into a car, and in they come. They can at least go up to here and then go that way. At least anyway. That's kind of set up. Let's ignore this for the moment because we don't really want to worry about that too much. Right, let's just sort this out then because it does go into some magical places. So let's just start from this side. So that really should be a 2-laner because that then merges into 2 lanes that way. So if I do it on each side as we approach in, so that should be a 2-laner because it merges in. And then do this side. Yeah, I know that's the wrong way around. Again, that should be 2 lanes because it merges into 2. And this one, boom, boom. There we go. So that's all done for those. Then the next one is we can have a double flyover system, but it wouldn't work for everything. Now this is where you have to then question, like, would I wait to see how the traffic forms and then decide which roads I upgrade? I think that's the best system to go down. I've got this side anyway hooked up to a 2-laner. I should do it to everyone, but I'm going to wait to see how the traffic falls in this area. That'll be the interesting one. So I think I'll leave it for now. But I've got those that would need to be upgraded anyway, which is pretty sweet. And then we need to get these guys connected somehow. So let's just sort this highway road out first and make sure it's all pointing in the right direction. There we go. So then we need to create something there. Now, I don't have anything that would be beneficial. And I think what we should do is treat one of these as the main one. Now, if this is the main one, it means the intersection would have to come, this would have to be connected to the intersection. But if I made this the main straight highway to come into this area and get out, then we connect that up to it naturally. I think that will be the better way to go about doing it. So if I bring this up to about there. And then at this point, I'll keep it all elevated on this side. For so many miles. Because having that side elevated, I can then bring this one gradually down, and it makes it an easier way to connect stuff up. So if we connected that there, there we go. That's a little bit easier. That's a little bit nicer. Oh, hold on. That's got to go that way. And then that will be the road connecting. Now, we don't have to connect it yet, because all we got to do is make sure that goes straight. And like I said, I'm just going to do a simple connection where it goes down to there, because I think eventually I would like this to go all the way along double system down to here, and maybe redo this whole strip up to that point so it stays a double. And then we just kind of like edit all the interchanges again and connections and runoff areas. So, like I said, for now then, we'll just get it connected to the road for the sake of it being connected to the road. Just so it's working, okay? So if I just go down to there, go down to here, and get my, we'll be a little bit, you know, generous on this side and do 2 laners, so it looks ugly and weird, but there we go. There we go. And then what we'll do with this. Now the cool thing about it is that the fact that we have done all 4 laners. If I bring that right down to 0 here. Yeah, the cool thing that we've done about the fact that this is all 4 laners, it gives us a lot more plane room to mess about with it. We have to then, we'll kind of decide what we'll do eventually. How we would connect that up. That would be quite cool to work about with this area. So we've set up the infrastructure, which is already a good sign. Hopefully we'll start to see some traffic going in that direction, and vice versa. And then we can see then how the traffic comes in and how it plays out. So for them guys to do a left-hand turn on this, they come up here, go round there, to go around there and go on. Funnels in quite nice. So yeah, that's why you would need the 2-laner on this in the middle there, merges them both in, but we don't have that flow yet. But it'll be interesting to see as time goes on how that flow changes. I've also got, well, you could just about some angles there, you've seen the trees clipping through. Now you don't. Oh, there you go. You see trees clipping through there. Bit weird. Oh, it is our first vehicles now going straight on. It is. Nice. Any vehicles on their way down? It might take, there we go, I was saying it might take some time, it is a long drive. But by doing this and elevating it, keeping it elevated, we can do more turn-offs more naturally. And we can create a really thriving area. So for this connection then, we have to do something magical and special for a nice little interchange. And the fact that it's all elevated, I can have roads going underneath, so the city is not segregated, and it's all connected and flowing. It's going to be really cool. I'm actually going to be quite excited to start working on this. So let's just do the final finishing touches that I need to do in some of the areas. And that was making sure that these... No, not... Oh, wrong one. Making sure all of these were elevated to the same level. Nice. Which is going to... It often throws cars everywhere. But keeping all that elevated, nice. And I'm really excited to work on this when we got it all built up. I'm really excited to kind of get it all up and running and doing the lane management and extending some roads and keeping some short. That's going to be a lot of fun. That is going to be a lot of fun. I'm quite excited. So, are we having water issues here again? I don't know, but it gives us time to sort all this out. We can have ferries and canals and trams and subways and oh, it's going to be a lot of fun getting this out. I'm hyped. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm freaking hyped right now. So next episode then, we'll try and fine-tune the rest of these roads and whatnot. And then we'll build our first little turn-off, or maybe even start planning out the road network as well. Maybe start giving that a go. But if you guys, if I go here and try and zoom out, if you guys can try and take a nice little screenshot right now, because I know some of you guys like to take screenshots of the videos and then like paint on lines where you think roads should go. Give me a basic ground floor road layout with like the 6-lane roads and the 4-lane roads, and let's see what you guys come up with, and we'll try and together figure out the best system to go with, because this is going to be quite exciting. I can always see like big tall skyscrapers and everything in these areas. We got this beautiful flowing river through it as well. Oh, it's going to be so damn good. But anyway, guys, hope you did enjoy this episode. If you did, please smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, good. Bye-bye.